Hi everyone, welcome back to another Coral Island video. Today we're going to be talking about my 5 top tips on how to make money early in game. So we're talking like spring at the start of the game. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so it goes without saying that obviously it's a farming sim, so you need to be farming. But farming is actually one of the best ways to make money in the game, like in the long run and also in short term really as well. So to get to the point where you can farm enough that you're getting enough crops to get decent amounts of money, there's a few things you can do to help you on your way, which we'll get into now. So we're going to be talking about foraging and farming. Well, to be honest with you, farming is interlinked throughout all of these, but we're going to start with foraging. Okay, so when you start the game, you'll have 300 gold and you'll be given some turnip seeds. So it goes without saying, but plant the turnip seeds to begin with and like tend to them, water them, all of that good stuff. Then what you want to do is clear enough wood and trash that you can make yourself a makeshift chest. This is me talking about the game when it's on 50% speed, because it will make your life a hell of a lot easier for making money and just the game in general, because there's less time pressure. And since the game's in early access alpha, it means that you can get the most out of each day and the time that is filled with actual current content. So drag your speed down to 50%. So once you've planted those seeds and made that chest, you'll still have a little bit of time before the shop opens at 9 a.m, or you should do. And don't stress if it's like 9 o'clock and you're still doing this stuff. It really doesn't matter too much. But what you want to do once you've made that chest and you've planted those seeds and stuff is put all of your tools in your chest except for your hoe and your scythe, because you won't need the others going around the island in theory. And then you want to head out of your farm to the right hand side over the bridge into the green area, sort of between the beach and the way into town, and forage there, because there's generally quite a few plants like canola, violets and tulips in that area. If you come across a wasabi plant and a morel mushroom, make sure you keep those, because you'll need them for a quest later on in game. And if you have any bronze quality stuff, I would suggest keeping that as well, because it does come in handy for quests throughout the game. But after you've done that, head to the general store, forage on your way there if you spot anything else, and sell everything except those things I just mentioned, and then spend all of your gold on seeds. So if you can, go for what you'll want to do is get 2 carrot plants at least, 2 daisy plants at least, and then spend the rest on cauliflowers, because cauliflowers are what's going to make you the most money in spring. So the way that the crop prices go is it's cauliflowers, radishes, then potatoes. You won't have unlocked the radishes yet, but you will have the cauliflowers and the potatoes. So once you've got the carrots, the daisies and your cauliflower, if you've got some money left over but not enough for cauliflower seeds, get some potatoes after that. And then once you've done that, head back down to the beach, forage along the beach and all that area all the way back to your farm. You should still have a bit of space in your backpack to do this, because you've popped your tools in your chest already. So do that, head back to your farm, plant those seeds, water those seeds, and then put all the forageables in your shipping bin. Okay, once you've done all of that, then what you'll want to do is, because it's day 1, familiarize yourself with the map and go around foraging the whole of the map. So you might mean you have to do a couple of trips back to your house and your farm to put it in the shipping bin, or to Sam's at the shop to sell. But it does mean that you'll get to grips with like little shortcuts, you'll get to grips with the map, and you're sort of leveling up your foraging as you go. If you do enough foraging on day 1, you can usually level up in the skill, which is really helpful because there's a perk that means you can get double foraging, which is great for making money and for quests and stuff, because say you get 2 of something and you want 1 for a quest, and then you can sell the other one. So it's really, really helpful, and I would suggest spending the whole of that day doing that. And then sell everything in your shipping bin, like I say, except the wasabi and the morel mushroom. And if you have got any bronze stuff, keep that too, but sell everything else. Then the next day you'll wake up, it should be raining, so you won't need to water your crops, which is really helpful. Spend that time getting wood and stone to upgrade your house at the carpenters at 9 o'clock when they open. It's free to do it. You get a TV so you'll know the weather, and you get farming tips from it, and you'll also gain 100 gold in quest rewards as well. So it's an easy 100 gold, and your house is a bit nicer. So I think that's a win-win. Then once you've done that, forage your way to Sam's and sell your forageables, buy more cauliflowers, and then go back, plant them, and spend the rest of the day foraging again. I know it feels a little bit grindy initially, but actually it means that you do get to see the map and you'll meet the characters as you go around foraging. So it is really, really helpful. And then once you've met enough people, you'll get a quest to gift people stuff. I've talked about this in another video, which I'll link up here, about like gift giving and things like that and initial tips. So you can find that one here. Day 3, you should access the fishing and bug net. What you want to do, you'll get a letter in the mail about this. What you want to do before you go and get that is the same as usual. It might be raining. In my game, it has been pretty much consistently on day 3. So you won't need to water your crops again, which is great because it's a good conservation of energy, ready for fishing. So spend the rest of that time tending to your crops if you need to, and then foraging. Then head down to Sunny's at the beach, forage on your way as usual, and dig through trash because sometimes you can get some really good stuff. And then go and get your fishing rod. What you'll want to do then is go and get to grips with fishing, fish as much as you possibly can. You can sell things to Sunny in the beach shack that day on the fly, so you don't have to wait and stick it in your shipping bin. You can only sell fish there. Make sure you keep 1 fish back if that's what you're going to do, because then what you're going to want to do is head to the museum to unlock it, donate 1 fish, and then you'll collect 150 gold reward, which is really helpful. Keep fishing, keep foraging, keep bug hunting, sell everything except bronze quality stuff. Head to the shop in between and get more cauliflower seeds. So spend the rest of your days fishing and foraging initially, and keep doing this. Keep buying cauliflowers, keep planting them. I know it feels like you're spending all of your money and it's immediately disappearing, but it will pay off. So that's foraging and fishing sort of covered. There are some fish that will get you a lot more money than others. So fish in different spots around the island. Don't just stick to the same place, because you'll get freshwater fish and you'll also get like sea fish and things like that. If you go to Zara's boat as well and fish off the right-hand side of it, you can sometimes get jellyfish and stuff like that. In summer, you can get different fish, which will sell for a lot more money, which I'll go into in another video, which is coming really, really soon. Then day 5, you'll be able to harvest your turnips. Keep 1 of those, sell the rest. You don't need them unless there's a bronze one. Keep the bronze one just in case. Then use, again, all of your gold to buy more cauliflower seeds primarily, but also what you're going to want to start doing is getting daisy seeds, which will be useful soon. So once you've like bought a good chunk of cauliflowers, get like 10 or so daisy seeds as well. They're only 15 gold and they'll come in really useful later on in the game. The mine should unlock today. So Mark, who's very, very tasty, will come and talk to you about the mine. Go to the mines if you've got energy for it, which I would suggest trying to make sure you do on day 5, even if it's just a little bit, because if you can get some copper ore and some gems, then you'll unlock different crafting recipes, which are going to be really, really helpful. Plus, you need some copper ore for some of the stuff that we're going to need to make, which we'll go into next. So with the copper ore, don't sell that. Craft the furnace, which you'll get asked to do, and make some copper bars, but also make sure you keep some copper ore as well. If you get any gems, you can keep them for the museum, but you can also sell them. You will come across gems again, so if you really want to make quick money, gems are also a good way of doing it. Then spend the remainder of that energy that you've got, if you've got any, that day, fishing or getting ore. If you can craft the tree seed snacks, candied tree seeds, I think they're called, then do that. And like I say, get a good chunk of ore and go fishing. Then sell everything again. With mining, you can make, like I say, good money from the gems, and also with the copper ore, you can take that and make different crafting recipes, which will then lend us onto Artisan Goods, which is a really good way of making money. To be able to unlock these recipes, you need like your farming skill up, and you need your foraging skill up for different ones as well, which is why it's so important. If you're struggling to get your farming skill up, which you shouldn't hopefully be because of the amount of cauliflowers and stuff you've been planting and different things you've been harvesting, hoe a load of earth and water some earth, things like that. You should, when you're walking around the map as well, if you see the 4-leaf clovers, hoe them and you'll get mixed seeds, which you can also be planting, and that will help with your farming skill as well. But I know it does feel a little bit tricky to begin with. So Artisan Goods, you can make really good money quite quickly. So I think I'm on, when I was like testing out how quick I could make money, I think I got to day, I want to say day 12, and I unlocked the beehives, I'd unlocked the mason jars, and I think I had about 7,000 gold the last time I like sold everything. So with the beehives, make as many as you possibly can. And then what you'll want to do is put the daisies that you've kept and harvested into those beehives. And that will make you 205 gold per pot of honey, daisy honey. If you're struggling for daisies and you've already unlocked your beehive, you can use the foraged flowers that you've been collecting, or you can go around the map and collect violets, and you can collect what they call tulips, and you can put those in your beehive as well, and that will also give you a good amount of gold. But daisy honey, like I say, it's only 15 gold to buy the seeds, and then it makes you 205 gold, so it's very, very easy money. With the mason jar as well that you should have unlocked, or hopefully have unlocked, which is I think farming level 3, you can put your cauliflowers in there, and instead of your cauliflowers selling for, I think it's a good price as a cauliflower, but then if you make pickled cauliflowers in your mason jar, it will sell for 190 gold each, which again is really, really good money. And another way of making money is diving. So when you're diving, you'll come across coffers. Sometimes you'll come across these on the beach when you hoe the little 4-leaf clovers as well. But underwater, you will come across these. So once you've unlocked that and seen Ling and got your diving suit, you can obviously open them at the blacksmiths. Well, not obviously. You can open them at the blacksmiths. I think my headphones just turned off. You can open them at the blacksmiths. And then you can get artifacts from those. So obviously the artifacts are supposed to be donated to the museum. However, you'll often get duplicates and things like that. So you don't necessarily have to donate them all right away. You can actually sell the artifacts and they'll make you a good amount of money as well. Okay, so to recap, farming, which is the best way to do it. So you want to get that farming skill up so you can unlock those mason jars, and foraging, so you can unlock, I'm pretty sure foraging is your beehives. So farming, foraging, fishing, mining and diving, and artisan goods. I think it's 6, but mining and diving we're going to say go together because they aren't going to make you the most money, but they're like little mini ones that hold hands, you know? So we're going to say it's 5. And artisan goods, and just keep doing that. So the more artisan goods recipes that you can unlock, the more like different flowers that you can go through and put in the honey. So you'll unlock poppy seeds and you can make poppy honey as you sort of rank up the town. And then eventually during spring, not even eventually, a little while into spring, you'll unlock radishes, which are the second best crop to make money with. But like I say, I would go for cauliflowers if you can, because you can make the pickled cauliflower and they sell for the most before you've unlocked the artisan goods sort of things as well. And then beehives, make as much honey as you can. Test out different flowers to see what you find works for you best, whether it's the forage flowers or the daisies, but that will also make you a good chunk of money. And fishing. Fish. Stuff those pockets till they're soggy, because that will make you a very good chunk of money as well. Like fishing early on in game is honestly a lifesaver. Bug catching will make you a bit of money, but not like fishing will. So those are what I would start with for making money early on in game. And if you've got past spring, I've got another video going up, hopefully tomorrow or the day after, depending on how tired I am and how much I've edited, about like summer and autumn. So that is coming, and then I've got a separate one for winter. But yes, thank you for watching. If you've got any other money making tips, pop them down below, but I would say these are the easiest ones to get you going to start racking up your money at the start of the game. But thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and have fun farming, friends.